And think about it like this. Sometimes I'll take these lyrics and we'll read them in seminars and groups, just one line at a time, and kind of meditate or talk about what it means. So I'm going to read it, halfway slow here, but just be thinking about the positive attitude that we've got here. And let me go at it here. This is Jimmy Cliff's song, Universal Music Publishing Group. It's copyrighted by. He wrote it in 1972. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try and try and try. You'll succeed at last. Yeah. Persecution you must fear. Win or lose, you're about to get your share. Got your mind set on a dream. You can get it, though hard it may seem now. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try and try and try. You'll succeed at last. I know it. Listen, Rome was not built in a day. Opposition will come your way, but the harder the battle you see is the sweeter the victory now. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try and try and try. You'll succeed at last. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try and try and try. You'll succeed at last. I know it. You can get it if you really want. Don't I show it? You can get it if you really want. Don't give up now. You can get it if you really want. Keep on trying. Well, that's a motivational song, and I've adopted that as one of my theme songs ever since I heard it in 1972. And I'm going to give you another song here that I know everybody's got to be familiar with. It's done by the king himself, Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. And this song was put out, If I Can Dream. I think it was in 1968. And Elvis was looking for a new song for a special. And what's so important about this song, though, is he wrote this song as a tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And he performed it for the first time 2 months after Martin Luther King's assassination. And so I'd like to give you this song. And I just want you to know this. I want to read a quote here. This is from a wiki article. When Colonel Tom Parker heard the song, Elvis said he'd like to try it, but he said when he recorded the song, Earl Brown, the man that helped him with the lyrics, he said that he saw tears rolling down the cheeks of the three backup singers. One of them whispered to him, "Elvis has never sung with so much emotion before. He means every word." Before I go any further, look, I'm just reading the lyrics to this. I can't sing, I know that. But here's what I want to tell you. Go to YouTube and Google every one of these songs and listen to them. Meditate on these lyrics that I'm sharing with you. Here's Elvis Presley's If I Can Dream, and it was written by Walter Earl Brown for Elvis. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? There must be peace and understanding sometime, strong winds of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why, oh why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still, I am sure that the answer gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, please let my dream come true right now. Let it come true right now. Oh, yeah. I apologize to y'all already, but I apologize to Elvis for not doing justice to that song. That everybody needs to go listen to that song right now. And I like those words. Jimmy Cliff uses them. Elvis uses them right now. Okay. Now, I've got one more storyline to bring on to you today that I think is going to give you some encouragement, some hope, build your faith, and do all of the above. Now, let me get this together here just for 1 second, and then we will share the next thing. This is going to tie a couple things together. The first thing that it's going to bring in is kind of repeating to you what I said about networking and hanging out with the right people that you can share good things with. Don Green sharing me with Randey Faulkner, and Randey and I starting to get to know each other. Randey did another thing for me. He sent me a clip of a song that's the follow-up to what I just read Elvis's If I Can Dream. And this is a song by a man named Henry Gross. And the name of the song is What You Dream. Now, what I want to tell you, though, is Henry Gross, I don't know if you recognize his name or not. Hey, what's pretty neat is that he was born on April the 1st, 1951. So he's 2 months and 7 days, give or take, older than me. So this man is a contemporary of mine, and I love it where he's coming from. He's famous for a lot of things, but he was the founder of the group Sha Na Na. And Sha Na Na sang at Woodstock, the Woodstock Music Festival that changed the world in the summer, in August of 1969. And Henry Gross, at the time, was the youngest performer to have set foot on the stage at Woodstock. And so he was amazing. But in his lifetime, he is one of the most prolific songwriters there is. And he's got a positive message that's just incredible. And he's a really, really good friend of Randey Faulkner. So look at how fortunate and blessed I am to be friends with Don Green, meet Randey Faulkner. Randey Faulkner's getting into all of this incredible music with friends of his that he records Grammy records with. He sends me a song by Henry Gross just to kind of keep the positive encouragement for me going. And so again, this is Henry Gross. And by the way, Henry Gross wrote another song called The Story of Shannon, and I want to talk about that in a moment. But here's the lyrics to What You Dream. And it's a real good song. You should listen to it. It's on Zelda Records on the album One Hit Wonder, recorded in 2006. Nobody knows what you can do. No one can say, not even you. Might like to teach or race a car, be a detective or a movie star. What you dream is what you get. Anything is possible. Your time is yet to come. Close your eyes and drift away, but don't forget. What you dream is what you get. Don't need a match to light this fire. Just need a burning desire. You write the book, make your own breaks. Imagination is all it takes. What you dream is what you get. Anything is possible. Your time is yet to come. Close your eyes and drift away, but don't forget what your dream is what you get. And when the night is gone, the dream goes on and on. What you dream is what you get. Anything is possible. Your time is yet to come. Close your eyes and drift away, but don't forget what you dream is what you get. Well, It's good to be having positive affirmations, and that one is incredibly positive. Back in 1970, a quote that I want to share with you carried me for years and years and years when I was kind of doing all my searches back there in the early 70s. And here's a quote that I want to tell you. Don't just think about the other side of the universe. Be it. That's a quote that I wrote myself. That was one of my best ones. And it always gave me this thought. You know, we can dream, we can think, but we've got to have a way to have it happen. Faith, belief that everything's possible, that submit it to the Lord and he'll take you where you're supposed to be when you serve him. Yeah, I got all that, but you got to have a plan. And the thing about my interaction with Think and Grow Rich, the Napoleon Hill Foundation that I like, it's that they're just not preaching things that we ought to be doing. They're teaching the methods, the technique to develop your plan, to modify your plan, to connect yourself. I mean, Napoleon Hill, that's not what this show's all about, but they have 17 principles toward achieving the thing that you want to do. But I underlined this when I read the song just now by Henry Gross, What You Dream. In this stanza, just need a burning desire. Well, a summary of everything that Napoleon Hill stands for in all of his teachings and his hundreds of books and his almost 80 years or so, over 80 years, I think, of the philosophy, personal philosophy of success being put out onto the world is this. This is the summary of everything with Napoleon Hill that Don Green gave me. You have to have a burning desire. Know your desire. That's it. Know your desire and never quit. And that's kind of my paraphrase parallel is don't quit, plan ahead. It will get better. I hope that some of you, are still listening to this show right now, because all I'm trying to tell you is take a look at my life. Take a look at my life and see how, I've got my troubles. I've got my adversities, my hardships, so to speak, but I've connected myself with people that are positive, that trust the Lord, that believe and that you can achieve your dreams. It's out there everywhere. I'm giving you Elvis. I'm giving you Jimmy Cliff, and I'm giving you the Young Bloods. And so, you got to believe. You got to believe. Now, I want to end the show with a little bit of another storyline here that's really amazing to me, a totally amazing storyline. Okay, so Randey Faulkner got me researching Henry Gross, who I've listened to, many, many times in my life. He's a very, very famous person. But there's one song that he did that they say is why he's to be remembered. He's the founder of Sha Na Na, the youngest guy to perform at Woodstock. But there's a song called Shannon. And I want to take the liberty to read something that I pulled off the internet because I think it's just incredible. And the song, by the way, you've got to listen to that song. If you're older than 40, you've probably heard it many times and will recognize it. It's beautiful, but it's just that's what I got to tell you. It's just a beautiful song. Okay, so Henry Gross wrote this. So I'm quoting Henry Gross as it appeared on the internet here, talking about the song Shannon. When I was 21 years old, a beautiful girl came into my life by the name of Kathy Reinman. As if having her in my life as a friend, a wife, and a friend again for the next 23 years until she died of lung cancer in 1995 was not enough. She brought along with her a 2-year-old Irish setter named Shannon. She was an uncannily human dog whose ability to manipulate her human counterparts cannot be understated. I was touring around the country quite a lot in 1975, promoting an album called Henry Gross, the one with the yellow cover on A&M Records. I had the pleasure of doing long strings of dates with the Beach Boys, a group whose music always inspired me. Carl Wilson, lead singer